History shall doom to repeat itself unless we learn the lessons of the past. The reason why I'm saying this is because what I'm seeing right now in the world, what I'm seeing right now, as far as like the events that's happening right now, the current events that's happening right now all across the world, I'm starting to realize that in the end, history shall do to repeat itself because we haven't learned. We haven't learned from the past. It's like this revolving door. You know the revolving door? So out with the old, here comes the new, in and out, in and out, in and out. It just made me realize that that's how humans are. Like there's no getting. It's like this may sound sad, but I think it's the truth. But there's no, we can't break the cycle. There's no way for us to break the cycle because we refuse to break it itself. We refuse to break the cycle. So guess what? The cycle is just going to keep on going. The cycle is going to keep on going because we failed to realize the problems and to give our solutions to those problems. History shall doom to repeat itself because we failed to look within ourselves and to become better people. We failed to improve ourselves. Because we don't need to change the world. The only thing that we need to do is to respect each other's wills and yours as well. But when it comes to doing better, a lot of people, not all the time, but a lot of people don't want to do that because I realized something. This may be fucked up. This may sound wrong and messed up, but this is my opinion. And my opinion is that a lot of people tend to not improve themselves. They tend to not change. The only main reason why people change is based off their situations. That's it. That is the only reason, the only number one main reason why people change is because of their situations. When their situations change for the worse, that's when people change. What's that old saying? Desperation is key. Yeah, that's what it is, man. Most people act out of desperation. So when it comes to self-improvement, once their situation is down bad for the worse, that's when they change. I mean, it just is what it is, And that's when I realized that that's when I realized that history shall do to repeat itself. Because if the situation's not changed, if the situation hasn't changed in their favor for the worse, 9 times out of 10, they're going to keep on doing what they're doing. You get what I'm saying? If their situation hasn't changed for the worse, then people are not going to change. And that's why I say that history should do to repeat itself. Because without that change in situations for the worse per se, people are not going to change for the better. They're not going to change for the better. They're going to keep on doing what they're doing. They're going to keep on doing what the fuck they doing. Licking each other's booty holes and being cowards. But I'm not one of them. If I need to self-improve, I gotta self-improve, man. Whether I'm in a good spot or in a bad spot, it does not matter because, think about it. If I'm in a bad spot right now, even though, like, for example, if my situation is good right now, but I know that I need to work on myself, I have to work on it because eventually, in the long run, I'm going to get fucked up. In the long run, man, I'm going to be messed up because I have not put in the time to improve myself. Just because my situation is good right now does not mean that it's going to last forever. Because I know what I have to do. I know that I need self-improvement. I know that I need to do better in my life. So just because my situation is good right now does not mean that it's going to be the same for the next 10, 15, 20 years. Hell no. But yeah, like I said before, man, like when it comes to like events, like, current events all around the world, history shall do to repeat itself because I'm seeing the same pattern of what people do. I mean, I'm seeing the same pattern. Like, that's why, revision revision of history matters. When it comes to history and doing revisions on it, it is very important. Because once you see the pattern of the past and the patterns of the present, and if it's almost the same or very similar to the past and it's happening right now, see, that's a pattern right there. And that lets you know that history shall do to repeat itself because the pattern is there. It might change shape, it might change form, but overall the essence of that pattern is still there. It's just that people fail to realize it. People fail to recognize it. People fail to get to the root of the problem. And that's why history shall do to repeat itself. But that's just my take on that, man. Like I said, I'm not the smartest guy in the room. I'm really not. I'm not smart at all. It's just that I have the guts and the wherewithal to look into history and try to and to recognize the problem, but at the same time trying to give our solutions to the problem. At least I have the guts and the wherewithal to do that. And also, it doesn't take a genius to do it. Because like I said before, I'm not a genius. I just get by like everybody else doing in this motherfucking world. I get by like everybody. I get by like everybody else on this planet. So I'm no different than anybody else. I'm not fucking special. It's just that people don't have time to do stuff like that. It's just that people refuse to do that stuff. You know what I'm saying? It's just that they refuse to self-improve. They refuse to make that change within themselves. They refuse just to make positive changes in their life, man. It's just that it's like people. Listen, man. People are not dumb. People know what the fuck they doing. It's just that they refuse to do it. They refuse to put in the work. People ain't dumb, man. They know what the fuck they doing. It's just that they see the problem, but they ignore it. You get what I'm saying? They turn a blind eye until it gets worse. And that's when people want to start doing something. I mean, it just is what it is, man. That's how life is, man. It just is what it is. But what grinds my gears about people is that, people want to complain, bitch, and moan about the problems that's going on today. And I want to tell them so bad that why are you complaining now? Y'all should have saw the damn patterns. Y'all should have saw the damn problems that was happening beforehand. So why complain now? I mean, y'all saw the problem right there, but y'all just turned a blind eye until it gotten so bad to the point that y'all won't be able to solve it, or the problem is too big to the point that you need multiple parties to help solve the problem. You get what I'm saying? It's like y'all noticed it beforehand, but y'all refused to do something. Y'all did nothing. Y'all did nothing. But now since the problem got way out of hand, that's when y'all want to do something. See, shit like that, man. But, it's just that's what grinds my gears about people. They want to bitch, complain, and moan when the problem arises. But that problem always been there. It's just that it's gotten bigger and bigger and badder and worse to the point that you can't deny it. You can't deny the fucking problem. But it is what it is, man. But that's all I got to say about that, man. That's all I got to say. When it comes to your situation, whether it's good or bad, you still have to make those changes within yourself or whatever, because your situation will not be the same as it is back to how can I put this? Your situation will not be the same within the next 10, 20, or 30 years, man. What's that old saying? Nothing lasts forever, and that is so true. Nothing lasts forever, man. That's how life is, man. That's how life is. But that's all I gotta say about that, man. Sure, that's all I gotta say. Thank you so much and have a good day.